Ebusan for high juicy news. Mema Obibia Akwaba. Latest hot news. Era me bro. Na ansana and something in Abebano. So we subscribe ya bomodi and say over subscribe to channel. Na our like video no give us a thumbs up. Na fi share ma wo fufuro so na we nyi bi hwe na wo ensemo ekoso ewo Ghana memoa. Afi ye share eye ensemo abeto yepono so. Yetie eye sa report here about to the sansem yi muma yentie.
There's this issue I want to talk about. And it's got to do with a year Asama a see between a year Professor Gyampo and one gentleman called a year Domfe, Dr. Domfe. Now it's been a story, a running story, and the who they see, and it happened at TV3 show. So an issue happened. There was some kind of altercation, and I say confrontation between a year Mr. Gyampo, Professor Gyampo, and this man called Dr. Domfe. In Ghana, no, sometimes, as some we need to take our time and look at the issues critically. Now, I would like to say this on authority. Before I address this issue, I want to say this. As a dad to two beautiful girls, as a husband, as an uncle to a minyanomo, as a brother and as a friend, I will never sit on this my platform and defend anybody. Why bonny? I want you to put that in your head. Now, as I'm not a see TV3, no, it was about say na show koso, and man be a friend of Dr. Domfe. Started to speak in a way that everybody was shocked. Now, the video is there. You share video no. Now you ask yourself, say, so share video we abusa say, what did Professor Gyampo say? Dr. Domfe behaving the way he has behaved or he behaved on national television. Now let's go watch the video. So, this Dr. Domfe, we heard the comments he made. And Rebecca said, Edia Sem and Gyampo Kanya, a whole doctor. That's why we keep saying a whole doctor. Ejina TV so a year nyoma or ye no. Now remember, sometimes asemba you need to look at asemno baby free any baby a and son about comment. As much as you might be a friend or like one of the people involved in the matter, no, you need to also be rational to look at the issue critically before you comment. As some way see, I've taken my time to listen to the critics problem with Mr. S. Get me that video. And when Gyampo was making his submission on the show, no, I didn't see or hear it from any part of his commenter. Now, personally, he was attacking a man where friend Dr. Domfe. If say Anka Gyampo a single out Domfe and Anka Ebia or use some derogatory or an insulting statement to be on his person and I personally attacked him. Anka all of us are omo amushe show ni no. Anka be sin there Anka man for the sa part no abeto TV so said, this is what Professor Gyampo did or said exactly about this manner. Now, are you part of the panelists? And it's be a man way, yes, sir. Now, when you go back and you watch the submissions, And the most interesting thing is, Omo Anomuti show no, na just Gyampo and Domfe. You see, it would have been easy for you to draw a conclusion in favor of Domfe if it was just Domfe and Gyampo on that show. But the funny thing is, there were about 5 people or 4 people who were panelists on the show. And when Gyampo was speaking, I think even before he spoke, he had told the host to say, it's about time we also spoke because some people have been given the opportunity to speak. Meaning, before Gyampo spoke, a lot of people on the platform they were part of the conversation. They had spoken. They have made comments. They had already spoken omagene. They've spoken their mind. They have analyzed the issues before Gyampo was given the opportunity to speak. So if Gyampo speaks and he makes reference to what Nico panelists for Aka, I don't think any of the panelists they should take it personal because it wasn't even about Ononkwa and Domfe. And I said Ononkwa and Bento. Gyampo was addressing an issue about 3 people Edin can make a comment about. And I think I believe Gyampo did not agree with all of them. I think he might have agreed with some of them and disagreed with some of them, or maybe he might have disagreed with everybody on that platform, especially when it came to that specific topic they were discussing. Now, for a whole doctor to sit on national television to take things so personal, abra mene wo nyina yako school, bro form kan nyina yeti ase, the conclusions they were all making nyina yehu ye no, you ask yourself, say, how does the so-called doctor no brofuno mokano otiasie saying, how does he understand the English language? Because every single day when people sit on different shows now almost discuss issues, now much we see it a lot. People at the end of the day, they are low blows or low punches. Some people sometimes are even direct. But when Gyampo was speaking, I didn't hear any statement that he made categorically directing it to Eddie and Domfe. Now, this is a program where matured, intelligent minds have met. Say, Obikreka Samna say you feel say he disagrees with you or disagreed with you on your point that you made. You need to also have another opportunity to do what? To banter or to address the issue in a subtle, intelligent manner. Nipa will say, oh, in fact, you are responding to what I said early on. But you see, I believe Obiti say Dr. Domfe from what I saw and from the video I watched, and he said they also share I don't think he is matured enough to be having such conversations with such people on such big platform. That is my opinion. I don't think he's matured emotionally. I don't think he's matured intellectually. I don't think he has that composure, mental composure to sit with people who can take what we call criticism of their own comment or whatever. I don't think he has gotten to that level. You see, any obi or footballer be a bit to my friend will say or a soccer player. But it depends how you deliver on the pitch. So when people appear on different platforms and say they are guests, it does not make them emotionally intelligent or intellectually intelligent enough to be able to sit at the table whereby people disagree with other people. Now, Mumiako Tie Gyampo commenting.
An impression that then we could have gotten here even if we were on autopilot. Governance was on autopilot, which is an unfair analysis of the situation. See, within 2-3 days or 1 week in his administration, the whole nation was faced with an imminent power shutdown. The whole Ghana was going to be switched off. And when that was about to happen, people started blaming President Mahama, who had been just about 1 month in office, that you've come and then there's going to be doom so. But this was something that a previous regime didn't do. Okay? So we're going to blame it on him. But he stood up and said that I'm assuring you will do what we have to do to keep Ghana switched on. So my point is that if Ghana today had collapsed, if the economy had collapsed today, would we have said that it was the previous administration? We would have, the current administration would have taken the blame. And so if things are going on right, and I want to say that no, there's nothing that you are doing, I don't think that it is right. As an academic, when I'm given a dossier to assess for people's promotion, I look at what is right about it, what is commendable about it, what is significant about it, and what the contributions of those dossiers would be to the scholarly, enterprise. When I do that, then I will also go on to talk about the challenges or problems, and then I will draw my conclusion. So my view is that it is unfair for us to look at our analysis from an angle of refusing to give credit when there is due, when it is, we have to give credit, and then always say, no, you have not done anything. If Ghana had been on autopilot, we wouldn't have been where we are. There are things that clearly the government is doing well, and regardless of your partisan political persuasion, if it will not hurt. I mean, I think that we gain a lot of respectability and credibility when we're able to say that this is right, but this is wrong. I don't have to be MPP to say that.
I don't think I can stand here for this. I think it is too much. I have tried to remain very calm. He's attacked. I mean, when it comes to credibility.
Dr. Domfe, I think that
you made reference to me. And you are hitting me.
So, Dr. Domfe, I think you would do the program a lot of good if you let me finish. I think you have your
to those who are viewing it, watching this. Be fair to them.
When you round up.
All right. So, Alfred, let me make the point that I think that the program as has been run over the years has been a program. It's been a decent platform. Okay, there were so many things that he said. In fact, I'm not really making a personal attack on you if I have to clarify.
That's why.
Please.
You don't do that to
So I am here and I'm saying that I'm not making a personal attack. See, please.
Do that to
so, Dr. Domfe, I do not fear if I have to attack you personally. No, I'm saying that, but I'm saying I'm not attacking your person.
I don't think.
Okay, but the point is that you see when
you respect the moderator, I beg.
So
we are academics.
I don't think it will serve any good going on this.
No, I'm just trying to make the point that when we are disagreeing with each other and we are making our points, I mean, we have to be civil enough in waiting for each other to finish. No, I'm calm. But I'm just trying to say that. So when credit is due, we must give. And when we have to criticize, we must criticize. But to always say that, no, you have not done anything. No, you cannot attribute this to... I mean, I think it's unfair. And it's important that I put it on record.
Okay, well, very quickly. Just see, I need to round up on
the
this.
Wrap up so that all of this. I have my 1 minute.
No. 1 minute. 1 minute. No, don't worry. I'll come to you. Mr. Bento.
The wrap up on all of this is this, please. Governance is a continuum. Number one. Number two, nobody inherits a blank slate. What we are saying here is that in fact, Prof. Boakye just said that the worst situation we had, the debt situation, was under NDC. Then MPP came, seemed to have shipped us out and ended us in a worse situation than that. Then you have, and I always made the point that after Ken Ofori Atta came Mohammed Amin. And Amin repaired a lot. And then Ato comes up, and Ato is following from there. Look, this government understands that no one group...
So let's be fair here. What did Gyampo say wrong in that conversation? Then a Gyampo can it's out of place. This guy calling himself a doctor, a lecturer, ends up going and attacking him on TV because he feels to say, Obiaka Setiano. let me tell you one thing. Dr. Domfe is a child, an emotional, silly kid who has some gray hair around his face. He is not intelligent enough to sit among men who basically think through or have emotional control over issues they are discussing. This Dr. Domfe is one lazy ass nigger who basically cannot control himself on TV. And it hurts me that people like these are walking around the nation with this doctor thing hanging around their necks, fooling themselves from campus to campus, making it look like they have read some foolish book. So people like us should listen to them. Ushe adia ekofa ntokwa we buy na otum say Domfe Gyemii. I'm being blunt. Now you see, the trick here is that Domfe no every single time abe hu so kasebia na bi oti Peace FM. Na bia oti inkwasi show bi so Facebook. Na bia Facebook and Zoom and odi phone atare denim. He has never gotten people who are so smart to tell him say no. Your analysis or your comments when it comes to this particular topic, you are not showing maturity and you are not making sense, in a diplomatic way, He does not understand why somebody should tell him, say, he is not intelligent, he is not emotionally matured to even sit amongst men to discuss such sensitive issue. It's wrong. The type of conversation has always been Peace FM. Into not Facebook. Or Zoom TV, communicator. They be a friend Zoom. And Zoom, so yes. Oh, nobody challenges his foolish intelligence. And the moment he sits among professors, people who can sit, analyze, read you when you are speaking, and come to a conclusion and punch holes in your weak mind, it makes him very uncomfortable and he starts to exhibit the highest form of foolishness and mediocrity. And then akwa way exhibiting on TV so atasa GyemiGyemii way. Because how can such a person who has no emotional control stand before students in a tertiary institution to teach them? Because we all listen to what the professor said, and I don't see anywhere, and I didn't hear anywhere where he was making a direct statement, and I say he was directly insulting Domfe. Because Gyampo has been on countless platforms and he has never insulted anybody. He hasn't even made a statement. In the first place, if you are not emotionally prepared and intelligent, you cannot sit and discuss national issues, because you need to understand that somebody is going to question your level of intelligence. And Akwaweno or your Peace FM Zoom TV communicator, you want say on an Peace FM, on an Facebook. Now, Ojen was saying, doctor, listen to this guy, and somebody should tell me this guy is an economist, a doctor. This guy. Oni abronya mienu gina I say nwan mienu akwawe.
February 2022 and Russia acquired entire Ukraine. Now Russia now contribute at that time 10 million barrels of crude oil to the global market today. E jomo ko kuntokwa no. E ma almost supply to the global market no efole. It does no more producing and you can tell this woman talk. And now say no omunya enam entokwaniti no omunya adaji antu enti it affected the global demand no say me market wo hwe ya that year no yehu ye no na petrol na 72 na koduru 121, and you want the government to come and apologize to Ghanaians for what? Sa 121 Akufo Addo they call 121. Let us be very fair. Let us be very fair.
Okay. A few moments later.
So my view is that it is unfair for us to look at our analysis.
So listen to somebody like that. You say, oh yeah, doctor, economist. This guy is dumb. On a Facebook show, so, and I'm afraid, oh, doctor, now when he's saying, Tiena analysis, no, sign crassi for radio, no, Koswa, young question, no. Or now, into a dream say he's making sense. The moment he sits with people who can question his intelligence, he gets jittery. Sakwawe in 2024, these are some of the things that he posted. When mad people were posting nonsense on social media, George Domfe, these were the things he was reposting on social media. such a dog, such a foolish dog, such a fool with no credibility, such a stupid fool we are allowed to sit in 2024. This foolish guy. And you see, sometimes we allow these animals, we give them too much space in the name of intellectuals, academia. Majority of them are foolish. And Domfe is a first-class idiot. Yeah, Kwasiebia friend Adam Samuel. Kwasiebia and Hufibi. Every posting Kwasiasem. This George Domfe guy reposted it. What was his mission? What was his reason for doing that? Because Kwasiebi can't in Samia only basis. Some stupid jandam. Akwan Hufi or Tia social specie. Akwan Hufi way I be posted to be on Facebook and you call yourself a doctor. You call yourself an intellectual. Then you go on Facebook and say, I am going to repost 2024 November. Now, Kwasiawe and Hufi we have a TV so say, I am not an MPP communicator. I am not GyemiGyemii way, and we allow such people to be sitting on TV and on radio. Kwasiawe are there almost on my platform will be the program. Oba General Kasanandi party wotie. With Jimmy. Domfe is a first-class fool. With Niminyansa. In fact, any media house that allows this guy to come sit there and discuss national issue, because this guy has no credibility. And once a Ghana Nibio Niminyansa was sitting say, Domfe, we Niminyansa. Nyansa pa e was aku mwene Nyansa sa GyemiGyemii we wono ene den. He does not cut it. Or your Peace FM commentator, or your Peace FM panelist. He can go on Peace FM and do that. Shows no so. But when it comes to serious issues, TV3 discussing issues, national issues, GyemiGyemii said Domfe. Now didn't do sa level no. His best submission is be on Peace FM. Okay FM. A horn and level ni do. A horn na omuntumi kinkan entin yo maybe say. For TV3, you don't do your checks. GyemiGyemii bia. Some steady Domfe on Tina program. Papa say ebisoda. This is his first time. On Tina program, Papa says so. Emma Obi scrutinizing intelligence. Embusa the questions. Into GyemiGyemii we know he does not deserve to be sitting at that table. Now, Matisse or Kase, I TV3 4 or attack Gyampo no. Gyampo attacking no Obwa. Gyampo never attacked him. Gyampo never attacked him. In fact, you see. Or mentality to be say na Odwin say or co program so akogu Gyampo enima say because of the issues be esi mrebi enti na adwene mu nyina no one Gyampo na see so when you chan Gyampo has been able to move all the way to professorship. Gyampo being honest and intelligent, you know, he has a position whereby it is an envious position, an enviable position. Dia don't fair ye nyina na say wachira dia ontumi nko nanim. Why they also ye nyina no ontumi nya te se Gyampo mo. When you change Gyampo, onim so be we Gyampo. Intellectually, onim say he's not smarter like Gyampo. Out of pain, a hatred, and the positioning now, and the baby a Gyampo no, or shanu hua. Why they also ye wiase bia aden a small boy we timenya professorship. Aden a small boy we krampo etimenya this position. A government has recognized him and placed him in one of the most sensitive agencies for him to head. And that is what he came with. Or your first class fool. And I don't think so, because when you're first class that. And we are not supposed to entertain such people. Rogue, unintelligent, emotionally immature people like Domfe to be foolishly exhibiting the highest form of first class foolishness on TV. No. Now, I want to address this matter. You see, on this platform, and the matter say MPP4, the only thing they are holding on to, you say, Domfe Kwasiape, say, Professor Odin Kwara, into the whole MPP from Bawumia to the last fool in the MPP. Yay! I want to say this on authority. Let me say this on authority. Me as a dad, me as a husband, me as Kevin Taylor, I will never defend any man. I mean, what evidence say or then Sakika Oba against her will. I will never. And you know my platform. I will always rise against any man who in any way, because me, ye penko form bo emma o Ghana. Me boa mba chen nipa bebre o Ghana. The only thing I don't do is I don't talk about it. I have helped people, different women. I don't even, some of them, I don't know their background. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they are from. I don't know their tribe. I don't know their religious affiliation. I help a lot of women. I will never sit on this my platform and defend anybody. There's evidence to it. And evidence to the point whereby even the police or the security agencies to me at the assembly could pointer. I also nipa no achire say this evidence is clear that nipa we at the saka or bar will molest or bar or I will never use my platform to defend it. And I'm saying this because Gyampo is not my brother, he's not my friend. And say Gyampo aya bonia in terms of Ebia or the saka be, and there's evidence to data. I would never sit on my platform and defend Gyampo, never. But as I sit here as a Ghanaian, and you, if you're going to be very open-minded, nobody in Ghana today has evidence at the Ghana Police Service or any security agency or any court against Gyampo. Say Gyampo Eden and Saka and I say we rape an underage girl, and I say wakoye BBA our baby or Ghana. On record, the Ghana Police Service, they have evidence to prosecute Gyampo. So I will not sit here and blame people for things I don't have evidence to. And it is clear on record that there's no document in Ghana, a legal document, actually say, Obabi Nantip call Ghana Police Service, police station be or Ghana can say, Gyampo den nsakame, Gyampo e rape me, Gyampo I am say. As I sit here, we have not seen any document like that. So we will never sit here, or I will never sit here and make it look like say, adia many evidence to know, no betina ha, because kwasiebi so sinti. That is what I have to do. What speak or no? I know that clearly say, Obi to say Domfe with Jimmy. The reason is that Domfe thinking say, or about TV3 show no so I be good Gyampo anymore say I be say Gyampo no right now in the history of the Republic of Ghana no this Domfe Obi anim say and your doctor be no about TV so be Jimmy no that is his resume. He can never run away from this. This Domfe guy cannot sit on any panel and judge a young person and say, we want to test you, we want to question you, your intelligence. No. Any program at Gyampo Betina Swakasebiano, that program, there's no credibility linked to that program. I'm organizing our program, no, the Gyampo Toswa, Domfe Toswa. Now, Sanko for no programs, no, they are as stupid as Domfe. Because if they don't see any thing wrong with Domfe's actions on national TV, then it means say equally money Domfe better program biaso no GyemiGyemii to say Domfe. Now you see when this issue came, Domfe made a statement to say Penyinia Odidin Kwara was a professor Odidin Kwara. And at this point in any serious country, say Krom ha Anka Gyampo will have to take Domfe to court for him to prove himself say as seminar or kind of evidence. Metiano, if 100 girls come out today and say Gyampo never die until they go to police station to lodge a complaint, I will see you that woman say maybe you are not telling the truth. Until you go to the Ghana Police Service, until you go and make what? A complaint to say Gyampo den nsake kame na me ole gono. But when you take to Facebook, when you take to Twitter, when you take to Instagram, or you go sit anywhere and say Gyampo den nsake kame, then people around you who are intelligent enough to understand issues, omeka say we Jimmy, omeka say into den nsake count. Now if you are over 18, why haven't you gone to the police to make a case? Adentina Gyampo den nsake count and Gyampo otchere university. The who say we are mature student awunim nyansa. Why don't you go to the police? Because they to chrome her and obi call police ko catch police for say R. Kelly den nsake kano with evidence and ye R. Kelly. Yet ya and obi call police e waka say dey PDD and den nsake kano and a police for every dipano. So what is stopping you from taking your evidence and your complaint to the police to tell a police for say Gyampo den nsake kame? It's your best sana so your bar. No better social media now better because Gyampo Eden and Saki Kamia. Bema bit because you saw a Jan training. If you say on himself, Sadia now okay cano, Nadam for Crano Kakaobe to be at so. That is the most dangerous thing. And we as Ghanaians, I say Kevin Ameti, I need to make sure say when it comes to issues about rape, molesting, harassing a woman, you need to come with evidence before you indulge yourself in such conversation. Now, look at this statement from a lady, a friend, a year. Amake Abebrese. Now, you see, there's a reason why there sometimes, when we are hard on some people, and a man for begin say, yempenny pebiasem. But it is because of some of the things we do, our actions, the hypocrisy that follows our actions. Now, lady, we yourself friend Amake Abebrese, maybe they have a friend Flamingo. Why is a Flamingo? Now, Obetro Bibi or Twitter and my team responded to her. Or say, there is no serious country that will appoint men who have a documented history and allegation of sexual assault or sexual harassment against female to high governmental positions. It sends the message that men can abuse females and be rewarded. Do better, Ghana. This is a lady who lives in America, or a film director, or an actor or actress. I don't really know what she does. Now, I believe that this statement from this lady called Amake Abebrese is a statement that shows to say in and out, or one of the most hypocritical ladies with G-string walking around this world, on this planet. You know why? You see, the statement otchere say, and Domfe Abe make a statement which he cannot substantiate. Domfe make a statement against Gyampo. He has no evidence to know. Saba you away a problem be our Ghana say. She believes say Ghana as a nation we are not serious because a mad doctor just made an allegation that he cannot substantiate. So all of us as a nation, we are stupid and we are mad because Professor Gyampo has been given a position. He has been appointed to lead a government agency. You see, that is my problem with these little side chicks.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.